I've never dropped the MT-09, which is surprising because that's a 2015 model. It's got no traction control, ABS only, but I've never actually dropped it. I did come close once, tearing round Beachy Head, and I was desperate to overtake a bus, and it was just by the car park. Anyone who's been to Beachy Head knows where you've got a couple of car parks there, and there was loads of sort of dirt was pulled off the you know, from the cars parking on the grass, etc, etc. That was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? Oops, better edit that out of the audio, out of the video. Yeah, and the back wheel span up, and I just managed to save it. It sort of started to spin out, but yeah, luckily I was able to you know, clutch it before it sort of got me in a position where I was coming off. Yeah. Dropped the Honda a few times on silly mistakes when I first got it. Bought it back in 2014. Been touring on it a lot, all around Europe. Been to Scotland on it. Been to Cornwall on it. But just silly things like, you know, misjudging a camber, or when I first got it. So I passed my test in 2014. When I first got a bike, silly mistakes like stopping too quick with too much lock on the wheels, and once, as you know, you'll all know, once you lean any bike over a certain amount, there's nothing you can do. You've just got to lay it down as best you can. It's the Honda DeVille NT700. It's a 2002 model. It's actually quite a heavy bike, or maybe I'm just a little bit weedy. But I actually dropped it on outside a cafe near work. And I couldn't bloody pick it up, and I was so embarrassed. So I had to go inside the cafe and asked one of the builders to give me a little help to lift the bike up, because I could not bloody, I couldn't lift it. I've also dropped it once riding to work stupidly in the snow, and stupid mistake. I was doing, God, less than 10 miles an hour, and I just, force of habit, dabbed the front brake, and bosh, over I went. Yeah, so I never dropped the MT-09. I've taken this off-road a few times, down a few, let's say, a few of the easier green lanes down in Dorking around Box Hill area, and haven't managed to drop it yet, but it's going to happen, innit? Off-road, it's going to happen. I'm sort of put a set of Anarchy Wilds on it. The OEM tyres were okay for the road, but just didn't have no grip in the mud, so I swapped them out for a pair of Anarchy Wilds, which are a huge improvement both on the road and off the road. They are a bit noisy, funnily enough. You can definitely hear the rubber on the road, let's say that. I've never sort of had that on a bike, you know. Both the road bikes had the Michelin Road Pilots on them. Great tyre, and probably half the reason I've never dropped the MT-09. Obviously the MT-09 is the fast colour, the race blue, spelt BLU. Yeah, love that bike. Although she ain't had a lot of love since I bought this. I bought this on the 6th of January. It's now the 25th of February, so I've only had it a little while. And I wasn't planning to commute on this actually, but it's just such a joy to ride. It's the 250 rallies, quite tall. Yeah, it's quite a tall bike, and it really does make a difference, filtering, and you know, the visibility is so much better that and here's the beauty of a bike. Try and do that in a car. Silly van's gone in the wrong lane. Yeah, try and do that in a car, get through there. Look at all these poor people. Look, I don't know how they do it. I haven't had a car since, well, I haven't had a, last time I had a vehicle was, Jesus, how long have I been working at the college? So I haven't had a vehicle of my own since 2005. Rode a bicycle to work for a long time. Was always planning to get into bikes early on, but it, you know the story. Kids, work, blah 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 blah. That's an excuse, really. I could have done it any time I liked. I had the money. It was just, you know, it was getting that round to it. You know that round to it. When you get around to it, you get around to it. So yeah, so 2014 I passed my test, and what a joy it is to ride bikes. It's just, I just can't get enough of it. Every chance I get, I'm out on the bikes, one of them.